Welcome back to Curious Monkey Gaming, and welcome back to the village of Podplomiki. Good morning, Bogusz. Good morning, Amelia.
Hello there, dear.
Hello there, dear. How's our little village doing, our little kingdom? Laborers cannot work due to lack of crafting resources. She almost always says that. At the end of last episode, it changed to autumn because we were working so late. Considering that it's autumn, I think it's time for Bogusz to put back on his simple hood. Actually, you know what? We might go make a noble hood so that we get the look complete. Hi Boguslav. How you doing? Hello. What's on your mind? Oh no, I lost my rock. He lost his rock again. He's constantly losing his rocks. Let's give him a wooden bird figurine. We're trying to just get his affection up.
Hello.
I got you a little something, guy. There you go. +3 affection.
Have a good day.
You too. So, last time we put in some roads over here. We put in a little hangout area over there. Our villagers should be chilling there right now. Yep, there they are. It's a bit of an ugly autumn day, a little rainy, but we're going to run over really quickly and harvest the oats before our villagers do, because having a lot of oats is good. We will not harvest the cabbages, because to be honest, I couldn't care how many cabbages I have. Cabbage is a trash crop. You can use it for, of course you can use it for food. You can use it for making fertilizer. If you let it rot, you can make fertilizer out of rot. But we have pigs for fertilizer. And we don't really need it for food either, because we have so much rye grain. And our villagers are happy eating gruel. So we're just going to harvest the oats and move on to something more interesting. Wait for my stamina to get back up. Things go really quick harvesting with a scythe. And it gets even better when you get some of the farming skills that make your farming go quicker. There we go. Got all the oats. So we'll put away the scythe that we have left, and our villagers can go and harvest all of the cabbages.
Irritating, and it gets everywhere.
So let's get our oat grain, thresh it as we always need to do with grain, either rye, wheat, or oats. We got a ton of oat grain, and we're going to immediately go over here and make as much animal feed as we can. Do we need oats for anything else? I might actually only make, I don't know, 500. Because we're going to get to a point, especially if we keep recruiting villagers, we're going to get to a point where gruel, which is the food that we're making for them now, where that won't really be enough. And we're going to have to branch out, so to speak, as far as our culinary arts are concerned. So let's go over here and drop that animal feed in there, and that'll keep everyone busy for quite a while as far as animal feed goes. I'm gonna take, let's say 480, put away. I'll keep 20, and we can go and feed our donkeys with that. But what we wanted to do first was great clothes, noblehood. We can buy the scheme. And maybe a noble hat. Oh, we need wool. Let's see. Do we have wool thread? Can we make wool fabric? Yeah, we can make wool fabric. So Bogusz has kind of been moving up in the world. The village is getting to be a lot nicer. So I think it's worth him having a noble hat and noble clothing. Oh, we don't have any wool thread left. We just used all of our wool thread. Yeah, maybe it's time we got sheep. Maybe it's time we got sheep. Okay, so I guess let's put the wool fabric away. Let's put the extra oat away. And the oat grain that we have left, actually it's good that we saved it. If we look in our fields under management, OR means oats. Oats rye. So we have 30 oat rye and we have 20 oat rye. So we only really need 50. We need to save 50 oat grain to replant next spring. So we'll put that, actually, what do we have in here? Oh, we have more than enough oat grain already hidden in the farm shed box. So that's good. Actually, we can take some of that out because we might want to cook with some of it. So let's take 246 out. We'll leave 100, which is more than enough. So, I'm curious if we look at the kitchen, there are foods that we can cook with oat grain. Whoops, there we go. Put that over there. Let's call Bill over. He magically teleports behind us. There he is. Hey, Bill. How you doing, Bill? There are foods that we can cook that are actually maybe better than gruel that use oat grain. Clean up the corral here. So they have food that's going to last for quite a while. The horses are still too young. So I don't actually know off the top of my head what the age is. Hopefully it's 1.5, because that would mean in winter we can start riding one of our horses. But we'll see. Not sure. Until then, Bill is our trusty steed. So the fields are going nicely. Let me just have a look. That was one of the things we wanted to do. So let's ride down to the smithy and get ourselves an iron axe. We can tidy up the smithy a bit as well. Excuse me, Mr. Blacksmith, sir. Yodmazil.
How do you do? Have a
Nope.
good day.
Sorry, didn't want to talk to you.
Hey, I was using that.
No, you weren't. You just left. Oh, I'm somehow pointing at the forge, not the anvil.
Will it take long?
It will not take long. Do not worry. So, we wanted to make ourselves an iron axe. We need 4 iron bars.
I'm colorblind.
Will it take long?
We can only make 1? What? Really? Huh. Okay. I might need to check because there was, yeah, this is the thing. Yeah, before I got used to remote storage, I was hiding bars. I was hiding bars in the barrels. This is what I used to do before remote storage existed. Is I would just hide all of these bars and ore in barrels so that they were always near the blacksmith for me to use. Yeah, so that's empty. That's empty. Yeah.
Marriage is built on love.
Exactly. So I actually do have quite a lot of iron bars. They were just hidden. Sorry, Neodmazil. Give me the anvil. There we go. So, iron axe for myself. Now, we can equip that where it should be, and that's all good. Yeah, cool. So the other thing I was thinking is, I think there's a very good chance, I'm not sure, but I think there's a good chance that the people who are farmers now are not living in the farmhouses over here. And I wanted to check that and maybe adjust it a little bit. So who's living in this one? Barn worker, animal breeder. That's okay.
New buildings spring up like mushrooms.
Who's living in this one? Lumberjack, barn worker. Alright. Maybe no farmers at all are living. Yeah, animal breeder. See, these people. So let's sort this by profession. So Roch is living at the mine. He's living as far away from the farm as possible. That's not good. Actually, let's look through here. So what I'm looking for is actually, maybe I'll sort it by farming descending. So people working in the fields, it makes absolutely no difference if their farming skill is good or not. So I'm looking for people who have low farming, because it doesn't matter, and not very high anything else. But everybody is leveling up in other things. Let's do this. We're gonna take Beata, because her skills overall are pretty average. And we're going to take Bozabor, take them out of their jobs. And she's good as a farmer. Baldwina should be on a market stall because she got 4 diplomacy. Dobloya is a good farmer. So let's move Bauta into a farmhouse. Okay, so this is all going to be a bit messy. We want the farmhouses to only have farmers and their partners in them. The farmhouses are called cropside. So let's remove them, and remove her. Good. So we have 3 farmers. Let's make Bauta a farmer. Let's make Bauta a farmer by putting her in the farm shed. Instead of Roch. So we're only going to have lady farmers, apparently. Niluba is in the farm shed. Let's put her in cropside 2. And Baldwina, no, Dobloya, let's put her in cropside 3. So actually we've got all the single ladies living in Bauta, Niluba, and Dobloya are all living in the farmhouses. We might want to make one more farmhouse. So Forest South and Forest North. Forest North are probably the closest ones to the crops, to the fields. Let's see. Milan Lumberjack has no home. Let's put him in this house. Who else has no home? Does anybody else have no home? Lupolme is an animal breeder. He and his wife. Oh, they have no home, but there is no home for them. Okay, this is trickier than I thought it was going to be. Maybe give me a minute. Okay, so I got all of my farmers in the 3 farmhouses. And while I was at it, I put some other couples together who were singles. I've been keeping everybody single to avoid a baby boom. If you throw men and women in a house together, they will eventually marry and have a kid. And if you do that all at once, you end up with a whole bunch of women who suddenly stop working together. And that can screw up your economy and make you panic and search for new villagers and so on. So I emptied a couple of houses by putting some people together. So we've got 3 empty houses, so 3 new couples. So we should be getting people having kids at a sort of regular pace. Like we've got Vladislava, who's pregnant right now. In a couple seasons, she'll have a kid. And at that point, someone else will be pregnant and so on. So we'll just have mothers dropping out for 2 years, but not all at once. So we've got some space to recruit at least 3 people. And we've got all our farmers near their fields. All of this is good. All of this is very, very good. This is what we want. Everybody is working hard over here to harvest cabbages.
Wish I can then turn it.
And I wanted to check. I could do this from over there, but I like actually moving around in the physical space. So I wanted to check.
Damn, it's raining pitchforks. How are you?
I don't
Have a
want to
good
talk
day.
to you, Odilon. Sorry, not personal, but I wanted to check porridges. So just regular old porridge is wooden bowl. It's 28 food, so it's basically the same as gruel. Porridge with apple or porridge with berries is 80 food or 88 food. I'm not growing apples, but I could get an herbalist and get them on berries. And then I could be making much better food, and I'd have to make a lot less of it. That's not a bad idea. So we want maybe an herbalist, somebody with survival skill. Let's look at what we have on. We definitely want an excavation shed worker and more mine workers, also not bad, or a woodshed. So we want one survival, we want one extraction, maybe 2 extraction. I'm just riding over here to repair the excavation shed. So we've got space for 3 to 6 new villagers. And we need a survival, we need an excavation. So if we go to repair with our hammer, and we need straw, and we're out of range of our storage down the hill. Go down there, we just need 4 straw. These houses can also be insulated. Wouldn't be a bad thing. Only need 4 straw for fixing that. Straw for... Let's see. Do we have any other buildings that need... Oh yeah, the pigsty also needs repairs. Damaged, but when it's damaged, it doesn't tell you how exactly it's damaged, what exactly needs to be fixed. But it's going to be straw and sticks, because that's what pigsties are made of. So let's take more straw, just in case. And some sticks, just in case. And we'll see what needs to be fixed there. So yeah, I think we'll do a little excursion to other towns to hire some people, get more people in our village. And we might then spend a day or two actually just decorating stuff. I haven't done much decoration in this playthrough yet, so that's fixed. And I quite like doing the decoration stuff. It's kind of a creative and relaxing kind of thing to do. And I think also something that a lot of people wonder about or aren't very sure about how to do it. So, yeah, we'll get to some decoration later in the episode. First, time to fix the pigsty. Maybe it's also a good idea to get some sheep, as we were talking about earlier. So, put the hammer in repair mode. Oh, sorry, pig. Sorry about that. This is a way to get pigs to get out of the way. It's also, unfortunately, a way to kill a piglet. I've done that before. By accident, of course. But yeah, you start swinging your hammer around, and if you're not careful, you end up hitting a pig. So, let's go dump resources.
Practically losing money over here.
Oh, wait a sec. Actually, let's, before we go in the resource storage, let's look. Animal husbandry, a fold is sticks, stones, 19 logs, and straw. Because I think I might go build one of those before we leave town, and then we can buy sheep. So, sticks, more straw. We've got so much more than enough straw in the resource storage. We're going to need 8 or 10. Let's take 16 stone just to be sure. I don't remember how many sticks it was. And logs. No, it was more logs than that, wasn't it? Take 20 logs. That's enough. The other thing that would be good to do, maybe, is upgrade our fishing hut. The fishing hut will allow us to... Actually, let me think about this for a sec.
Move on.
Just thinking about where to put it and in what direction. We'll build fences for it later, but I think kinda right here, this is too sloped, or there are obstacles. Why are there obstacles? Maybe Bill is too close? Let's get Bill out of the way up here. So one way to put it would be something like this, lined up with the pigsty but facing the opposite direction. Another way would be to put it sort of lined up but facing this direction. I think we'll maybe put it here. So, get it lined up again. That's more or less correct. Put a little gap in between. And this will allow us to make wool. We already have a good portion of our economy. There we go. So maybe we want another farming person, someone with a good level or two in farming, to be a sheep herder, a shepherd. So maybe farming, extraction, survival are the levels that we're looking at. Maybe hiring people. What time is it? It's late in the day, so let's just go look at Piastovia, see what we can recruit there. Who we can recruit there, rather. And we'll worry about the rest tomorrow. buying sheep and so on. So what have we got here at the camp? Extraction, that's good. Hunting, we don't need.
The sound of crunching leaves reminds me how much still
Gerarda, we
it's you
will
again.
recruit
Something hypnotizing about
and immediately exile.
the fire.
And she will go walk off the map and we will never see her again because she has horrible skills. Extraction. Oh, wow. Okay. So Visibora is pretty good.
How do you do?
Wait. We'll take her. And she is extraction. So for now, I think I'm going to put her on the... Let's put her on the wood shed, the excavation shed. And put her in the mine house. That makes logical sense. Because the excavation shed is doing limestone. And now it's doing twice as much limestone as it was. Which is great.
Sometimes
Cool.
I start to wonder what life in other
Visbora.
villages is like.
This guy's a good hunter. This guy's good extraction, but nothing else. And that's it for here. Actually, let's ride up to Klonitsa quickly
Giddy up!
and see what they've got in their camp, and then we can go home. And because we have a village sign, we can fast travel home now, which is really nice. On the way up to Klonitsa, we ran into some people here. I'm gonna go see what they need. If they need anything. She has a quest, Morgana.
Oh, it's you again.
You look like you're far from home. You're here to hurt us, stranger. If so, do your dirty work quick and spare us the misery. Wow, she's a bundle of laughs, isn't she? Why would I do that? Since crossing the border, we've only encountered theft, fraud, and even blackmail. There are no decent people here. Calm down and explain yourself. It's all because of that wretched bandit. She offered help, but then she robbed us. But it wasn't enough for her, so she took my daughter hostage. Poor little Danuzia. She's been gone for days. Why didn't you alarm the locals? The kidnapper forbade us to tell anyone if we wished to see Danuzia alive. That swamp-stinking frog kept reminding us about it. She came back every dawn to check if we had gathered the ransom yet, until today's morning, otherwise known as this morning. The woman didn't show up for the first time. I'm worried that she has finally given up on the coins and hurt my little jewel. What direction did the woman come from? She repeatedly crossed the bridge to the south and disappeared behind the tree line. I'm certain there's a bog there, as she was always filthy and stinking like a muddy pond. Yeah, I just rode through that swamp, so you're right. Listen, help us please. I can't leave the cart unprotected. Burying it in the swamp is the last thing I'd like to happen. We can't afford to lose the shirts, the dresses, the... Calm down, madam. I'll look for your child.
I'm dying of thirst.
Let's talk to Artie.
Hello there.
You must be missing your sister. Oh, he says boring. You must be missing your sister. This place is boring. I want to be in Dagome's hold already. Danuzia always causes problems. Aren't you worried about Danuzia? She shouldn't have gotten into a discussion with that thug. Danuzia told her that where we were heading. She was putting us in danger all along. Besides, she's not my real sister. So she's your stepsister. Yeah, that's the word. But Mother insists that we call her daughter and sister whenever we are introduced to other important families. That's stupid. Who'd even care anyway? You know very little about the world. There we go. You must be Mummy's favorite boy, huh? Yeah.
Thirsty.
Nice kid. So, Bogusz is thirsty and we're out in the world. This is why we carry around a water skin. That'll keep us topped up on water for a while. Do the food thing as well, and I'll down a potion of night vision. That's not Bill. Where did I put Bill? Bill's down here. Bill has a saddle. So I was on the way to Klanitsa though. So for now, we have that quest. Mother knows best. And we'll come back to it. But for now, I wanted to go to Klanitsa. A good thing to know is the camps where the villagers or potential villagers sit around and wait to be recruited. Those people never sleep. You can go any time of day or night and recruit villagers. They don't have work hours. They just sit around the fire all day long waiting to be recruited. So let's see what we've got.
I'm fed up with people always complaining.
Oh,
Damn it.
now I'm complaining.
I'm also complaining.
Okay, hunting and diplomacy, farming. We wanted someone with good farming for the sheep we're going to buy. Extraction. This guy's a loser.
How can I help you?
We're going to recruit him and immediately exile him. Go walk off the map. Have a nice walk. Ah, this is our new fisher lady, I think. Yeah.
How can I help you?
She's moving too fast. Genovefa. Put her in the... oh, wait a sec. No. We weren't looking for a fisher lady. We were looking for a herbalist. An herbalist. And she can go in the forest north because that's near where the herbalism shed was, I think. Yeah. Perfect. So that's her taken care of. And who else were we looking for? We were looking for a farmer for our sheeps. Hunting. What was this guy? Diplomacy and extraction. She's not bad with the farming. But we have to go to get sheep. Tomorrow we will go to... is it Skalki? No, it's Ostoya. Is where they sell sheep. We'll go to Ostoya tomorrow. And we'll have a look at their recruitables. But for now, we're going to fast travel back to Podplamiki. Tomorrow we can also take care of that quest.
Hello there.
I need a ride to Podplamiki. My services are not free. Come back. Oh, that's right. We don't have any money on us. That's right. Okay, so I guess we're riding back down. I've done this quest before. The quest we just picked up. So I know how it goes. So we'll do some of it on the way. Because I know that it is on the way. So we need to find something on the way that she described. Take a closer look at the discarded items. You stumble upon a small pouch lying on the ground. Its contents are scattered around. It must have been emptied in a hurry. Take a closer look. The pouch is covered in mud and it's soaking wet. You notice an empty water skin and some leftovers. A rabbit figurine, a dirty doll, a broken flute might indicate it belonged to a child. One item stands out. A worn-out horseshoe. Was it supposed to bring luck to its owner? Okay. And I think there was... Was there something back here as well? I thought there was a little quest marker. Okay, no. I am remembering it wrong. I'm gonna take out my axe. Just, you know, just in case. I'm going to leave Bill behind for now. Actually, I'll get out the bow with iron arrows and put on the inspector mode in case there are dangerous animals around. Okay, I see some dead animals. Some dead wolves. Okay, let's skin these wolves. May as well get some meat and some fur. And when you're in doubt with quests, often with a quest it can be hard to find the next thing that you're meant to look at. You can use inspector mode and you see it says scratched rock. Check. A large stone attracts your attention. It's covered in scratches made by many claws. It almost looks as if a bunch of wild animals... Bill is a climber, apparently. It almost looks as if a bunch of wild animals tried to tear it apart at some point. Their prey was probably standing on the boulder and fought them off. Leave the place of the recent struggle. There is a little camp nearby, I believe. Any nasty animals around? No. Just a dead boar. I'll skin him as well. And then we'll have a chat with these people here. Although, have they got anything else? There's some leather. More leather. More leather. Scattered bundles. They're all empty. There's a longbow. 100% longbow. So, Yagna. What do you want? Leave us be. Take a closer look at the laying woman. The woman's panting and occasional gasps are punctuated by twisted grimaces on her face. She's clearly in pain. I'm looking for a missing girl and her kidnapper. You both fit the description quite well. Good job. You found a half-dead woman and a kid. Bravo. You must be proud of yourself. If it weren't for the pack of wolves crippling me, you'd never have tracked me down. At least they spared me the dirty work, bandit. Yeah. A bandit? Yes. That's how they used to call me. The hesitation and fear in the commoner's widening eyes while speaking it out loud was my favorite moment to strike. Strike hard, strike first, no mercy. Yes, that sounds pathetic coming out of my mouth right now. Outsmarted by a pack of furry, stinking howlers. Take the girl. May she fulfill her destiny to dance, sing, and bear children, as it's expected of her. At least we agree on one thing. I'm taking the girl. The girl's safety goes first. I'll deal with you later. Is she going to die? Don't worry about that. Think about your family. They're waiting for you. But is Yagna going to get better? I tried to help, but there's no fresh water around here. I couldn't leave her alone bleeding when that strange howling bog man is roaming so close. You're safe now. Don't think about that anymore. Let's leave. But I don't want to. We need to cure Yagna. She saved my life when a pack of wolves rushed at us. She carried me and helped me climb a high rock while the beasts were biting her. She saved you because you're worth coins. No, Yagna cares about me. She lost her brother. She's alone. We talked a lot. Please help her. Fine, I'll look for some cure, but after that I'm bringing you back to your mother. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'll keep an eye on Yagna the same way she did me. Fine, just don't try to wander the swamp on your own. Okay. The journal. Bring a healing potion or 20 broadleaf plantain to Yagna. No problem. Danusia is fine. She insisted on helping you. Why are you still here? The girl, Danny. Danusia is fine. She insisted on helping you. She shouldn't have. Cough. The swamp is no place for a little girl. One wrong step and you're doomed. And, even if you step carefully, the mushroom-snorting maniac may get ya. Groan. Easy now. Take this potion. It'll ease your pain. Yagna slowly reaches for the medicine. Potion of instant healing 2. Give it to her. You owed me nothing, but you helped me. I must rest now. It's the girl who urged me to help you. Thank her for this act of compassion. So, I realize my potion of night vision wore out. That's better. Talk to the girl. That was the right... I hope Yagna will get better soon. You're very attached to this woman. Did you forget that your mother is waiting for you? I didn't. Yagna saved my life and protected me, talked with me. Will you come back here to see if she's all right? I'll consider that. You're probably starving and dying of thirst. Let's go. So, she's gonna... Yep. She's just running back to Mummy, I guess. Let's go. Keep thinking about Yagna. I hope she's well. End dialogue. Okay. Morgana. My little baby is back in one piece. You're our savior. Thank you, kind sir. I will spread the word about your noble deed. I did what had to be done. I did what had to be done. Everyone at the court will hear about it. But I'm aware you won't fill your belly with bare compliments. Accept this pouch of coins as a reward. You had the coins all along. Why didn't you just pay the ransom? I'd never give a broken dime to that stinking wench. I'm sure she'd run away with coins and dump Danusia in the swamp. Ugh, I shiver at the mere thought of this bog. You both managed to bring its putrid stench with you. We're definitely in for a thorough bath in the river before heading to Lord Dagome's hold. I didn't realize... Wait, you must be a family of cloth vendors then? How come you travel without any protection? Are you looking for home? You're welcome in my village. I'll see if they're recruitable. Are you looking for home? You're welcome in my village. No, we're not. Not to brag, but we're on our way to be nobilitated. I don't think that's actually a word. It's just a matter of time now. You see, my daughter is betrothed to a lordling, sadly a third son, but still a lordling. Our lives will soon change for the better. Living at the court of a ruler was my lifelong dream. Sadly, I grew old before I met the right match. Adopting Danusia was the best decision of our lives. She increased the value of my patrimony. It's finally happening. Okay, so this woman's kind of annoying. Not such a cool person. I'm not sure if your stepdaughter is convinced of your plans. This is no longer your concern. A mother knows what's best for her children. We have a lot of preparations to make. Be well. I wish you a safe journey. So I got 200 coin out of that. And Danusia, I wonder how Yagna is doing. I hope she gets better. You're a kind-hearted girl. Forget about it. Your previous life is almost over. Prepare for what's ahead of you. You're a kind-hearted girl. You make a great future lady of the keep. But I don't want to. I liked living on our farm and going wherever and whenever I wanted to, but it's gone. I'm sure they won't lock you up in a tower. You'll certainly have more privilege than before. And the lordling's much older than me. I know nothing about him except that he's the third son. Do nobles like to chase animals or look for mushrooms? Yeah. None of this sounds so good. He is not the heir apparent. I don't think most people will pay much attention to you. It's about as good as it gets. If you say so. Oh, I almost forgot. I have this drawing. It's for Yagna and I wish her to have it. Could you bring it to her and say goodbye one last time? Of course. I'll pass it to her. So she has nothing else to say to me. The boy is annoying. The mother is annoying. Is there anyone involved in this who isn't annoying? Where's Bill? I left Bill. Come on, Bill. Let's get back to Bandit Lady. We have spent the entire evening questing and whatnot. We are on the second day of the season apparently already. It's a very foggy day. But let's get back to Yagna. So, Bandit Lady. Yagna. It's you again. I'm not used to praising anyone for selfless help, but you saved my life. Thank you. If it weren't for Danusia, you'd be one with the bog now. The girl, Danusia's company seems like a damn dream. Like a dream now. The poor thing will end up imprisoned behind high walls till the end of her days on the mercy of a lordling. They will crush her free spirit. She'll be protected and looked after. Rubbish. Did you come back here just to piss me off? What do you really want? I have a farewell gift from Danusia. Take it. It's us. What have I done? What have you done? Bring me a battle axe. Mine was lost in the bog. An iron one will do. Now. What are you planning to do? There's a girl, a friend that needs to be saved. I won't let any filthy hands befoul her. You think otherwise? No, you're right. Bring her a battle axe. So I think, actually, I just realized I might have quest tracker turned off. Yeah. Yeah, now I see it. Iron battle axe. Alright. We need to remember to come back tomorrow and bring her an iron battle axe. So, back to Podplaniki. Sometimes, when you're riding along, you can find a pile of leaves, and it had 10 coin in it. Anyway.
Move on.
Back to riding home. So, Bogusz is parched. Fix that. I think... I'm not 100% sure, but I think I maybe had an iron battle axe actually in my box in my house. So let's check that. Also, it's autumn. I wanted to put on the simple hood. Oh. Okay. I guess I don't have any weapons in here. That's fine. Let's check in the resource storage. It might be there. Oops. Sorry, Bill. And apparently our farmers are missing something. Let's check that as well. Iron pickaxe. We don't have any iron battle axes. Might have to go make one. That's fine. What are our farmers missing? Tools. No tool bag. Bag. This is a good thing to know. Often when you open the farm shed, it'll say no tool, but it won't tell you what it is. And you can see down on the right that there's no bags, but it also says there's no sickles or scythes, which I think there are. Yeah, there are. So it tells you what they need. This is actually, honestly, a bit badly done. It tells you what they have in as far as what they're using. So they have been using hose. It shows you they have hose and what the durability is. But it doesn't tell you they don't have bags, because it is telling you they don't have sickles or scythes, but they do. So maybe they have bags. You have to go, really, to get the clear idea, you have to go to the farmers, and it says no tool bag. This is only for farming. It does not act this way for any other job. But to really tell what's missing, it's best to look in the actual list of people and see. So they don't have bags. That's easy to fix because we can make them, and we need leather and linen fabric. We have lots of linen fabric. Let's make, I don't know, let's make 15 of them. And then they'll be fine. So somebody mentioned in the comments, because I did this a while ago, a few episodes ago, I was removing farmers from the farm shed and putting them back to get them to realize that I had solved a problem they had. And somebody said you don't need to do that, it just takes a while for farmers. So let's not do that, and we'll see if that was correct. So let's go down to the smithy and make an iron battle axe. Weapons. Iron weapons. Iron battle axe. It seems like that was correct because that icon just went away. It just took a while. But that means our farmers are back to work, which is great. I'm curious. Armor, elite armor. More iron than we have. Yeah, it would be interesting to make a full set of elite armor eventually, but not right now. Although, actually, what are the armor sets? Iron. It's also more iron than we have at the moment, but... Huh, okay. Although, I'm curious... It is really bad heat protection, so it's good to go hunting bandit hunting in winter, apparently, because armor is really hot. Again, we have no fertilizer. Huh. That's interesting. Why do we keep running out of fertilizer? You'd think with our pigs... Okay, so our swine herd, Labomazil, He's working as hard as he can, but he's only a level 3. Maybe we can switch him with someone who has a higher... Who has the highest farming? Okay. Vladislava is going to become our new swineherd. This is a pretty typical thing to do. Train people in the barn and put them to work until they level up their farming, and then put them somewhere else. So we're going to just switch the two of them, put him in the barn. That's all good. That means now the pigsty is producing 153 manure, which is quite a bit more. Which also means we can turn the fertilizer up in the barn. 153, half of that is 76. Takes 2 manure to make fertilizer, so 76. Alright, so that will probably solve itself relatively quickly. Is there anything we need to do here? By the way, while I was writing, I stopped for a break and put the Herbalist hut on things. So the Herbalist hut has a seasonal interface. You can turn the seasonal interface on in anything. Not anything, actually. You could. Huh. That's interesting. That has changed. It used to be that there was a seasonal interface for any building, and that you could turn it on and off, but it seems to have disappeared. That's strange. Anyway, the Herbalist hut has spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And when you edit assignments, there are different things that you can get in different seasons. So you can get berries in summer. Otherwise, you can't get them. You can get a bunch of things in spring, summer, autumn, but not in winter. In fact, in winter, you can't get anything. You can only create things like potions or dyes. So my plan is to get broadleaf plantain and dandelion in spring, because you need those to make healing potions, to get berries for cooking and deadly nightshade for poison in summer, to get a whole bunch of mushrooms in autumn for either cooking or just to sell. And in winter, we will then buy some recipes for potions and things, and we'll make those. So that's that. But I think around here, there isn't anything else we absolutely have to do right now. So what we're going to do is first, we're going to ride to our bandit lady and give her this axe so that she can go and kill the mother. I think it seemed pretty clear that that's what she was probably going to do. And then we'll ride to Ostoya and see if we can recruit a good farmer person to go in our fold, and then we can buy some sheep as well. So, I'll see you back over in the swamp. So, that was interesting. I actually came over here intentionally looking for wolves. The idea being that I wanted to clear out any that are over here and put down something so that they won't spawn anymore. There's a little camp over here. Is there anybody in it? There's a dead wolf in it. Okay. We're getting so much meat from wolves. But what I wanted to do, the reason I'm over here doing this is I wanted to put down something so that they won't spawn anymore. Stone arrows, don't really need stone arrows. Oh, doesn't look like there's any more wolves around. Bronze knife. Happy to take that. Lots of stone arrows and stone. So there's a little hunter's camp with no hunters in it, which is fine with me. 75 coin. It's always good to go first person on these things and really have a close look around the place because it's very easy to miss things that are stashed inside tents, or it's just hard to see a lot of things. Okay. So what I'm intending to do is put down a road. So I'm going to put a piece of road here. That will keep the wolves from spawning next season. I killed the one wolf there was, so I don't feel like I'm cheesing it too much. And anyway, as I always say, your game, your fun, your rules. So this is how I want to play it. Anyway, the wolves won't spawn next season. And I can come back here and I want to build a road which will be a shortcut basically from Podplimiki to the bridge. Where did I put Bill? Bill's over here.
Onward!
All right. Let's go deliver this battle axe. So, Yagna, how you doing? I brought you a battle axe. You know, I could have actually managed to get the weapon on my own because I got better and I'm not dying anymore. But since you're already here with the axe, I won't say no. Use it only for the right reasons. Yeah, alright, alright. Huh. I can't recall the last time I wielded such a sharp weapon. I plan to call it the Notched. The Notched Slicer. As soon as I crush some noble bones with it. That's the spirit. Take some of my loot. It will only slow me down. So long, my savior. One less bandit in the oxbow, at least. She gave me a small pouch, a berry wine, something else. Some coin, I think. Yep, and about 500 coin, 600 coin. So, I'm tempted to follow her and see what she does, but I think that's just the end of the quest. I'm going to turn Stay Vigilant off, because I don't need to be seeing that up there all the time. And now we want to go get sheep. Sheep are all the way down here in Ostoya. So I might actually take a wagon. Let's go up to Klonitsa. We still have this sort of constant problem with manure. We're not producing it as fast as the farmers are using it. So up in the corner we keep getting that farm icon, farm shed problem icon. And it keeps going away. I'm really curious whether it will just catch up eventually. I don't think it will. I think what I might actually have to do is go back to Podplumicky and make a bunch of manure just to give it a head start. I'm curious, while I'm over here, that quest is finished. So are these people gone? Yeah, they are. So I guess our bandit friend, our new bandit friend, is just going to go off the map and find them somewhere and probably murder the mother. Yeah. Okay, here's our wagon. Our wagon buddy.
How do you do?
I need a ride to Ostoya. Let's go. So in Ostoya, if we come over here, you can already see the sheep right here. So we definitely want a male and a female so they can get busy making more sheeps. And maybe we'll buy some lambs as well. I don't want to spend too much money to start with, but having them, they will grow up and we can get a real flock of sheep happening. Do I want another male or do I want... I think for now I might just buy another female and I might buy this. Oh, not enough coins. Okay, so we're out. We're broke. Are we broke or are we... $162. That's not enough to ride home, I think. That's a pity. Oh, that's right. While we're here, we wanted to see if we can recruit a worthwhile farmer to work in the fold, take care of the sheep.
I had a dream in which we all had green diamonds above our heads and we were talking gibberish.
That is a strange dream. So, production, extraction, and farming at 3. That's not bad. Oops, I'm standing in the fire.
People often ask me how it is to
Hello
live
there.
here. Good,
Yeah.
bad. I believe it's not
I
a
think-
matter of good or bad. If I were to...
We'll take, what's her name? Toslava? Toslava can work in the fold, so she can immediately feed the sheep, and she gets her own house. Very good.
say what I value the most in life, I would say...
Whew. Sorry, Toslava. I think we're going to be too broke to get the wagon home. That's okay. Let's
How do you do?
see. Podplumicky 236.
Have a
Yeah,
nice
we can't
day.
afford that, so we're going to have to ride. Where are you, Bill? Come here. So, we're going to have to ride all the way across the map. It's quite a ride. Well, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. Just keep going east until we hit this road, and then basically follow it home. Sorry, west until we hit that road. So, see you back in town. So I just saw this guy as I was riding by. Bard,
How are you?
do you need any help? Oh yes, I definitely need help. Those ignorants, completely deprived of any musical sense, stole my pan flute. How am I supposed to go for the audition in Piastovia without my trusted pan flute? The audition in Piastovia? I heard that a band came to the local tavern, and as much as I would love to play the pan flute and sing at the same time, it's technically impossible. Yeah, it could be hard, although that doesn't really make any sense. Who stole it? My fellow travelers I met in Ostoya. We were camping together in these ruins, and they must have hidden it somewhere here. If I find one, I'll bring it to you.
See you soon.
So he said it was here. So it shouldn't be too hard to find, especially with some inspector mode. It's got to be somewhere in these buildings. So not there, maybe up here. Inspector mode should show it to you unless it's in a container. So check all the containers. There's some flour. Not that we need flour. I think we've got about a bazillion flour at the moment. So time to check the containers. Empty, empty, empty. Empty. Also empty. Huh. I thought inspector mode would show it to you. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Maybe I need to empty. Ah. Inspector mode doesn't show it to you. That's good to know. But I found it anyway. Here you go, Mr. Bard.
Hello there.
Is this your instrument? Yeah, that's my baby. Oh, what have these crudes done to you? Yeah, some of the English is odd in this game. Take it. It belongs to you.
So long.
50 Dynasty reputation, but it was also a really easy little quest to complete. No problem. So, back on our way. So we're back in town. I'm gonna, for tomorrow, go ahead and make some fertilizer. We can make 20 out of the rot that we have in the food storage. 20 is not much, but it just gets rid of the rot. So why not? That rhymes. And we'll go ahead and make maybe just 100. That way we've got enough that our farmers will stop complaining. 100 out of manure.
I need to drink something.
Yeah, and Bogusz needs a drink and something to eat. Let's just drop off the fertilizer. And time for bed. Bedtime for Bogusz.
I haven't been drinking enough today.
Oh yeah, no, that's right. Bogusz needs to eat and drink. At the end of a season, if it's the very end of the season, you don't really need to waste the food on eating and drinking. Because at the beginning of the season, you will wake up completely filled with water and food. maybe we'll cook this meat as well. And do we need to cook all of it? Maybe I'll just keep it raw and we can think about... We can maybe switch to pottage because we're going to have a lot of meat for a little while and so on. We can look at food maybe tomorrow and see about a different food. And for now, it's bedtime. Now we've got little roads that we can follow back to our manor house. It makes things a little easier to navigate. It's not exactly a manor house, but the Bogusz and Amelia house. Good night, Bogusz. Good morning, Bogusz. Good morning,
Hello,
Amelia.
husband.
How's our little kingdom doing? Haven't heard anything else. So I guess that means
Good
it's
luck.
all good. So her mood is 67%. We can improve that a bit by, for example, insulating our house. She's already got a child, which adds to her mood. Improves mood, and we've got a stone house, which is the biggest mood improvement you can get. I recommend getting stone houses for your people as soon as you can. How are our fields doing? All looks pretty good, except this one is... They haven't touched it yet. They should be planting rye. This one they're planting rye. This one they're almost done planting rye. Okay, looks like they should get all of that done. They were slowed down a bit because of all of the delay in fertilizer. Actually, it looks like they're doing pretty bad. There's a lot of... These two fields haven't been touched at all yet. The oat field over here hasn't been touched. Yeah, they've been trying to fertilize. The problem with farming, the way it works, is they will not do anything if they can't do the next step on the field they're working on. So they'll just stop if they're missing something. Good morning, gents. So one thing I wanted to do was go over here. Let's zoom all the way in. So our village is here, and the bridge up to Klonitsa is over there, and the bridge over to Piastovia is over there. I was actually thinking it would be useful to have a road that goes from this intersection that goes over here, over there, and over here. I don't know if that really saves me a whole lot of time, to be honest. But for example, if I want to go up the swamp and up to Klonitsa. So first of all, we want to go to about, here. So I'm going to do this on foot because you can't do it while you're riding. This is why I cleared out those wolves. What are we missing? What's that icon for? Production. The kitchen is missing wooden bowls. Oh no. Okay. Well, yeah. have to solve that before I do anything else, I guess. Wooden bowls are made in the workshop, which is right here. Requires logs. It makes 5 wooden bowls every time you make one. So let's make 100. That should be plenty for a while. And once you've got wooden bowls, they go in the resource storage because they are tools, so to speak. Although they don't appear, they're not tools, they're resources, yeah. They count as resources, basically. Berry wine, I don't need, really. Oh, I never put on a simple hood. Don't need to, but it's just part of Bogusz's look. The other thing I didn't do, it occurs to me, is if we go to the fold, this is confusing for a lot of people. Sheep don't give milk. In real life they do, but in the game they don't. In the fold, you can put goats in, and goats give milk, or you can put sheep in, and sheep give wool. So, if you've only got sheep, you want wool. If you set it on milk, and you only have sheep, you will get no milk. And what they need for that is scissors. And we have tons of bronze shearing scissors, or at least we should have. Let me just check that and make sure. Yeah, we're selling them, but we're also making them. So bronze shearing scissors, we constantly have some. Let me check. Not services, production. Smithy is making basically 3 bronze shearing scissors a day. It says 1.5, but that's 1.5 of 2 per day. So we're making 3 a day. The tool stall is selling 7 a day. Let's turn that down to under 3, so that they're not just disappearing faster than they can use them in the fold to cut wool. We've got everything now except an herb stall. The herb stall can be selling mushrooms once we get someone in there. But for now, we don't have anyone in there. The kitchen only has 1 person. Why is that? Production descending. We don't have anyone who's really awesome at production. That's interesting. Let's put Milagost on the kitchen. The other thing we might want to do is look at our food and our food demand. So our demand is 800 a day. The kitchen is producing gruel and flatbread with onion. We're selling the flatbread with onion, so we can ignore that. The gruel is 25, which is definitely not enough for what we need. Let's go pottage. Pottage has a higher food value. But gruel has you can produce much more of it. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Pottage doesn't have a high enough food value that I care, or that it's very helpful. porridge is the same as gruel. Porridge with berries is much better, but we can't make it quite yet. No, I think I've done this like 3 or 4 times in different episodes. Let's just stick with gruel for now, and otherwise they can eat cabbage. Gruel, flatbread. Actually, right now, they're almost entirely eating cabbage. One thing that can help with this is if we let's call Trusty Bill over. Where are you, Bill? There you are.
I need to work at that.
And let's look. Survival, fishing 2. We can't build a fishing 2 yet. Okay. I thought we'd already gotten that far. All right. That's a pity. But the fishing huts... Let's see. What do we got? Roast fish meat is only 13 food value. Soup. What does soup need? Soup needs vegetables that we don't have. I'm going to move that down. We need to move into a food. It will be porridge with berries, so I'll put it at the top. We need to move into a food that has much better food value than what we've got. Rye bread is also a possibility. Let's see. Kitchen. Can't make it yet, but porridge with berries and rye bread. Let's go over to the kitchen and buy those recipes. So, bread.
The way to one's heart is through their stomach.
Rye bread. Buy it. So we could be making rye bread. The other thing was...
No worries. I'll wait.
Yes, you will. Porridge with berries. Buy that as well. And let's see. Eggs. 48 food. Scrambled eggs with mushroom. Scrambled eggs is 13. Yeah. Okay. So, if we go to the kitchen and check rye bread. Where is it? Rye bread. Porridge with berries. Let's take pottage out because we're definitely not making it. Rye bread. If we reduce this significantly and put up the rye bread. Needs flour and eggs and rye grain. We have a bazillion flour and rye grain, so that's fine. It needs water buckets. Water buckets are a pain when you're cooking with them because it needs one entire bucket of water. And that's 4.5 rye bread a day. So it's 4.5 buckets of water a day. And it's 10 eggs a day. So let's check the hen house and make sure that we're getting 10 eggs a day. I know we're not because of the feather quest. Let's get some extra. 12 eggs a day. Okay. So that's set. The water buckets. Problem with water buckets is you need someone to fill them. For now, I'm just gonna I'm gonna make a bunch of new buckets and fill them, and that'll have to be enough for now.
Hey! I was using that!
Sorry, Roberta. Won't take long. Don't worry. Make 20 buckets, fill them up, and that'll be enough for a while. I don't know why he just took out the torch, but wait a second. No, I wanted to go over here and make buckets. $20 buckets. It's interesting. It said it only needed 39 planks for that. It should be 40. Weird. Doesn't matter. Fill up some buckets. Don't want to fill that many. Only want to fill 20.
New buildings spring up like mushrooms.
And fill one of those from my inventory. And we can fill those. And let's get all of this water into the food storage, and then the cooks can use it. Bucket of water. Water skin with water. And I'll keep that one for myself. So water, we have 5,000. We have an 800 demand. Food, we have 7,000. That's because we have so much cabbage, and we have an 800 demand. And wood, we have 4,100, and we have a 500 demand. So we're good. We're good. Wait a sec. Let's go to demand. Wood items, yeah, we've got tons of firewood. I guess we made a bunch of firewood in the past, and I've forgotten about it. So our farmers are getting along. They're getting there. They're getting there. Fertilizing and hoeing and so on. So we were going to go down here and make a road. Not technically necessary at all. It's really only something I feel like doing. Mainly because I hate riding through that little canyon there. So we can go through here. This is probably going to kill a deer spawn, which is over here. But that's fine. I'm not a big game hunter or anything. And we're going to connect up with a road that is over here somewhere. Okay. Is this sensible? Yeah, it's sensible enough. There we go. So that road connects. That road connects there. And what was the other road I wanted? Oh, maybe one going straight across that connects up to here. Yeah. Let's have a walk over. Is this a camp we were already at? No, this is a totally different camp. Okay. Is there anything interesting to find in this camp? Speaking of rye bread, not interested in carrots. Anything else around? No, not really. Fly agaric mushroom. So how do we navigate through here? Probably need to come up the side of this camp and then through here. Yeah, that'll work pretty well. So where did our road connect? Right here. Trying to avoid having to cut down any trees, just make it a sort of wild road through the forest as much as possible. There we go. Oops. So, let's ride our little road back. What are you doing in the resource storage, Bill? Hanging out in the resource storage for some reason. So to be honest, I don't know if this is actually any kind of shortcut at all, but every time I ride over here and I ride all the way down to the big rock and then turn right and ride through the little chasm, I always want to cut across here. So now I can. And there should be no dangerous animals around here to give me a hard time. This will also kill those 2 camp spawns. Oh, there's a wolf over here that I didn't actually get, which is kind of surprising. Okay, he's gone. But he'll be gone for sure at the beginning of next season. That's fine. And if we look at the map, and zoom all the way in on it, we can see we have this road that cuts across. It does look like it's a good bit shorter, which is nice. Yep, cool. So, how are our sheeps doing? They need a bit of a fence as well, but not yet. That's fine. All good. These fields are done. Rye. All done. Oh. It looks like all of the fields are done. That's great. So our farmers are... Yep. They're all in the farm shed slacking off. Well-earned break, actually, I would say.
Just blink and there appear some new buildings.
Let's have a look. Can we make... Let's have a look in the sewing shed. Can we make a... great clothes, noble clothes, wool thread, and wool fabric. So we have enough wool fabric. To make wool thread, we need wool. And we need 6 to make 1. And we have 5 because our fold is not producing that much yet. So that's fine. We'll give them some time.
No refunds, and I don't care that it's been less than 2 hours.
I'd like it if the market was a little more active, if people actually walked up here and bought things instead of just these people in the market stall just standing there and nothing happening. But we wanted to maybe decorate a little. I'm thinking to start with, maybe. Let's see, how do the backs of these line up? The backs do not line up at all. What was I thinking? I wasn't thinking about lining them up, that's what. So, fences. Plank fence. The big plank fence could come out from here. Is this the back or is that the back? That's the back. Okay. Come back in a straight line from there. Put it right across the back of this.
Timber!
Let's see, does that go back here? Yes, it does. Is that going through the tree? Yes, it is. Okay. So let's see. We're going to need a lot more planks for all of this fence. Yeah, a lot more planks. Why are you not working, Amelia? Oh, I put her in the new. She hasn't been working this whole time. I put her in the new shed and didn't ask her to do anything. So that's 3 days of 40 logs a day that we have not been getting. Yeah, please get to work, Amelia. Thank you. That's pity. Oops.
Where are all the good men gone?
So we can also put a wattle fence or a more plank fencing. Plank picket, sturdy fence we can't afford. Simple plank. Yeah, we'll take that. Just gives the whole area a bit of a feeling of being an enclosure and the buildings belonging together. Makes it a little harder to ride Bill in here. Might have to get rid of this tree. Maybe not. What have we got as far as logs go? Not many. Been using too many. So I think we might leave actually building these things until next season. And then I wanted to do something similar over here to give these a bit of a feeling of being a thing together. So maybe a simple plank fence. Actually, mix it up again with low plank fence is really low. And thanks to my friend Half Danishish, she told me that you can rotate fences. So if you look at it, it's hard to tell on the hologram, the blueprint, but like the left side of this is the back side of it, and the right side is the front, the smooth side. And you can rotate it, which I never realized before. All the time that I've been playing this game, I never realized you could do that. So I might put one of these kind of fences in here. Wow, and that will really go in there. This one I'll try and line it up a bit more
I'm parched.
carefully than I was otherwise. I'm wondering about...
I need some water.
I might leave that like that for now. It's getting late anyway. It's getting dark as well. Oops. Just drank a potion of healing that I did not need to drink. Awesome.
I'm dying of thirst.
Yes, Bogusz. I'm pretty sure you're not actually dying of thirst. But there you go. And I was thinking, because it's the kitchen and the food storage, that would be a place you would kind of expect people to hang out. And I'm wondering about maybe at least a couple of things. Let's see. Maybe some chairs. We don't have any planks. Always short on planks. And we're also kind of short on logs. Let's make at least a few planks. And maybe just a few, a couple of benches, a couple of chairs. Not too much, but I think people would maybe want to hang out here. And maybe one bench. But where? The other thing that we really need to get on for decoration is lanterns. Makes a huge difference. Looks really, really nice at nighttime. Right now, the whole village is quite dark. Roberta and Kunmil hanging out around the fire. So it's starting to get dark. I feel like we've done a hell of a lot this autumn. There we go. Let's use up the planks that we have. Oh, actually, I might just do, yeah. We don't have that many anyway. That's fine. I'm really wondering about this. I think we're probably going to take this down and put up something a bit different. Put up an entrance in the middle is maybe better, and extend the fence out from there a little bit. Anyway, I think that's more than enough for this season. It feels like we did a lot. We built a whole road. We got some new people, reorganized a whole bunch of things, started on fencing and decorating and stuff, but there's still a lot more to do there. Genoveva. Are the people hanging out over here? Hello. Are you feeling okay, Amelia? Amelia is having a leg day. She's tightening up her glutes. Well done, Amelia. It's very impressive what you're doing there. Very impressive indeed.
It's the season of preparation.
It is the season of preparation. And we did a lot of that. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know I did. If you've been enjoying the series, you might want to subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, you might want to give it a like. And I've also got a tutorial series where I go through different subjects in detail. And I will see you back in Podplamiki with Bogusz and Amelia and Boguslav in winter. Until then, enjoy your medieval dynasty.